Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much. Alrighty, and welcome Graveyard Talkers to another episode of Graveyard Talking. I'm your host Randy, and today we're at St. Patty's Cemetery, St. Patrick Cemetery, Carlton, Michigan. This is the cemetery, St. Patty's number 2. Now, I thought 1, 2, and 3 went in order, that the first cemetery was number 1, the second cemetery was the overflow, and the third cemetery was the overflow from there. But in checking the dates, after I did the other video a few days ago, after checking the dates on it, I'm not quite sure what to believe now. Maybe they were both at the same time. It's obvious, though, that St. Patty's number 3 is different. It's modern headstones. And, of course, as you can see by Mr. Callahan here, his stone is, definitely pretty old, 1852. So it is windy today, so I'm hoping, I'm sitting with my back to the wind, so I'm hoping that blocks it out. Now, the road that goes by here is Exeter Road. We're out in the country. I have no idea why it is so busy. I mean, when I was doing the video the other day, which didn't come out because of the noise and a bad battery, I'm just watching there. 6 cars have just passed. So I have no idea why it's so busy. Now, since my last visit, I did get a new speaker, as you've seen on the video I put up, the 2 videos I put up with me at home in the dark, checking on the spirits that are roaming through my house. If you haven't seen those, I'll try to put it up here. If you haven't seen those, please go and watch those. I think you'll be interested in the second one. I think there's going to be 3 in total. But on the second one, you'll definitely want to listen to that, because I believe I have at least one relative that comes and visits me. But anyways, with that, this graveyard has around 174 or 124 souls here, probably more. Earliest was 1850, and the newest was 1985, I believe. 22-year-old man died, young man. So with that, we'll get started, and we'll see if we can't hear anything on the new speaker for the spirits here. My name is Randy. I was here the other day. We're going to try it again and talk to you all. I mean you no harm. Got a new speaker. Please don't mess with it and kill this battery like the other battery was killed. That was a brand new speaker. I have no idea why the battery died. I'm going to take it apart and try to replace the batteries. On my other hand is a cell phone. Most of you probably do not know what a cell phone is. Some of you know what a telephone is. So you can tell those who don't even know what a telephone is what a telephone is. It's just a means of communications from one person to another when you're not in the same place. But nowadays, our cell phone is wireless. It goes over the air. It's not mythical or magical. It is scientific. And so if you want to talk to somebody who's in California or even in Ireland, because most people in this cemetery are probably from Ireland, you can use a device like this and you can call them. Several ways you can call them. But anyways, let's get rocking and rolling. Let's hope I can hear. Let's hope the traffic isn't that imposing that I can't hear. And we'll get started with the session. I mean you no harm. It's a no judgment zone. Anything you'd like to say to get out to maybe relatives of yours that are alive now, or that you'd like to get out to those who watch what we call a channel, basically a television program or a movie, just a way of getting my message across to hundreds and thousands, if not millions of people, maybe one day. With that, we'll start the session.
And
Okay, so I'm guessing by most of the names I see here, most of the names are Irish immigrants. Patrick Callahan, you come from, I believe it was Castletown in Devonshire, which is north of Dublin, kind of north. What would that be? Is it northwest? Would it be? No, I think it was northwest of Dublin. Are you here? Or his wife Margaret? Are you here?
California.
Okay, now I don't know why everyone who from California wants to tell me about California. I lived in California for a very long time. Well, not a very long time, but a decent amount of time. Enjoyed it, liked it. Unfortunately, it's not the same California as it was back in the 70s, and I have no desire to go back. And yes, I am serious. I would really like to talk to somebody here because I'm curious why the Irish came to this country, but not so much just coming to this country, but to this particular area. They are Jesus Christ man. So I don't know if that meant he came here for Christ or if he's smacking his head and saying, really, what kind of question is that? So why don't you tell me, is it that you come here for religious purposes, or are you disturbed from the question that I asked you? Our time here in California was the last thing that I heard. So apparently, maybe Mr. Callahan came here, went to California, and then came here. Is that correct, Callahan? Did you come here and go to California, and then you came here? Okay, well, that would be quite a long way from County Meath in Ireland. Okay, so I'm going to ask a few more questions that I can think of off the top of my head, and then with me, I've got questions that are on a sheet 1 through 35. I also have questions on sheets that are in color coded: yellow, blue, green, pink, blue. And maybe if you'd like to ask me when I ask you to give me a number or a color, if you would, I would appreciate that. But I'm going to ask a couple more questions. And so for those of you who are here, I got to bend down, pick up my paper that the wind is blowing. For those of you who are here in this cemetery, what did you do for a living in this community? I know it was a farming community, but what did you farm?
Stairs.
Okay, I didn't catch anything on that. We'll try it again. If those of you who are farmers here, and I know all of you were not farmers, what did you farm why you were here. Potatoes, corn, wheat.
What?
Sound like I heard beans in there and chestnuts. I guess maybe there's a market in this area for chestnuts. If some of you know out there, some of my viewers know in Michigan if there's a market for chestnuts or grown for chestnuts. I have no idea. I know they grow here, but I don't know that they're a big commodity here to sell. And I heard city in there, so I'm assuming somebody here probably lived in the city. And if you lived in the city, what did you do for a living? Because obviously you didn't farm.
We know
I did hear somebody popping there with beets. Now beets is big here. I don't know about this area, but beets are growing here and a little bit south in Ohio. So those of you who lived in the city, stagecoach drivers, ranchers, I don't know what else, military. I know we have some military in here. We had to have builders and carpenters.
Things.
Soap. Soap, I would think soap would probably be more homemade during most of your time, but there's some people here from the 1900s, so they probably changed from being homemade to made in factories. What about sheriffs? Any sheriff deputies here? Not newer ones. I'm talking about Old West sheriff deputies.
Fine.
And I heard one said yes, and the one that said yes, where were you a law enforcement officer at? And if you could tell me the year.
You have me. Upstairs.
Okay, so this is a church cemetery. Why did you choose to be buried in the church cemetery? Was it economic for money wise, or did you just want to be close to your church?
yeah, bum.
I heard twice in there. One said, I didn't. And I think the other one just said, I didn't. So maybe it was your wife or your relatives, your parents, that wanted you buried here.
And you think and I just
Something.
man, you
And
door cool.
Okay, somebody said it's cold in here. Well, hang tight because it's getting warmer. Michigan weather. Hang on 3 hours and it will change.
yeah. Like that.
Well,
All right, somebody said that they were good. So I have the number sheet here. Let me get the number sheet out here. I have a sheet with numbers on it, 1 through 35. And if somebody would like to give me a number, 1 through 35, I'll read that question to you and then listen for your answers. 30. All right, clear across to the spirit who said thanks. Well, thank you for saying thanks. So number 30, let me get the sheet out here. You know 30 is going to be towards the back. Number 30, can you see me? Is your vision like it was when you were alive? Can you see me? And was your vision like it was when you were alive?
You know,
Okay, I didn't get a direct answer on that I could hear. So in the spirit world, is your vision the same as it was when you're alive? When you're looking at me, do you see me as if you did when you were alive? And if not, what kind of vision do you have? Do you just sense me? Am I like a ghostly figure? I heard Intrepid. Intrepid's a warship. I heard Halloween. Are you saying that you see me like Halloween, like I'm a Halloween character? I heard close and then I heard so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. If that's what you see, then that's what you see. Let's try it again. How do you vision me? What do I look like? So are you disappointed with the way that you see the real world? If you're seeing people in, I'm not quite sure what it really means when you said just you see it in like a Halloween. Maybe when I go back and I listen to your recordings and your answers, maybe I'll come up with something different. But are you disappointed in the way that you see the real world? Or I should say, oh, gee, I heard that. I should say, not the real world, because every world's real. I should say the living world. I heard the same. I heard the tired, and I heard don't worry about it. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm curious the one that said the same. Who said it was? What did you mean when you said it? When you look at me here today, it's the same.
still,
Another question. All right, I heard somebody say feel it, and then another question. So, would you like to give me another number? Let's do another number. I've got about 5, 6 minutes here. Let's do another number. 1 through 35 minus 30. Let's not do the same question again. 1 through 35.
Isn't the thing is
Okay, I heard twice. I heard 1, and then I heard 1 again. So you'd like me to read question number 1. Question number is 1. Well, this is one I've asked before. Let me get the little paper on top. Sorry, I have to bend down, guys, but it's pretty windy out here, so I have to put something over the paper. So the question I asked before, when you die. So in this world, I have a mortal enemy. He's passed on now. I didn't want to see him while I was alive. I certainly don't want to see him when I'm dead. So when I become a spirit and I cross over to the spirit realm, will I see him? And will I hate him there as much as I did here on earth when I was alive?
you know, I mean, I've I here, but
Because I certainly don't want to see him again. Because if I see him again, and I can, I'm going to beat the living tar out of him. And I'd probably get in trouble for that. You want to record that. One spirit said, I hope not. And the other spirit said, I'd like to record that, or I want to record that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see what we get out of that one. And then we got a couple of good responses. Some would like to watch and some would like to video it. Well, yeah, well, what are you going to do with it? It's kind of windy out here. I'll have to bend over again. But colors, pink, blue, green, yellow. Pink, green, blue, yellow. I don't know what the other color is. You can probably see it. Pick a color. Pink, blue, green, yellow. Oh, don't make me go look for it because I don't remember the other color. Pink, blue, green, yellow. Pick one of those 4, and I'll ask you a question off of one of those 4 colors.
Again.
All right, I heard somebody come across with pink, but I'm going to tell you, I asked that question just yesterday. Let's try a different color. Any color but pink. Blue, green, or yellow. Pink again. Blue, green, or yellow, guys. Blue, green, or yellow.
Green, buddy.
All right, very clear. Green, buddy. All right. All righty, let me pull out the green sheet here. Again, I apologize for having to have everything put away, but it's pretty windy out here right now, and if I don't have everything put away, and I'm having a heck of a time getting this out, if I don't have everything put away, it's just gonna blow away. Of course, as you can see, this is the green or lime. This is the green. We've asked this question a while back, and these questions are really off the 35 question sheet that I have. Hopefully in time, I'll make these the color sheets. I'll make these the subscribers questions. So if you'd like to ask a question, I will put it on a color sheet, and then we'll know those are from the subscribers. I've only gotten a couple subscribers asking questions. All right, can you communicate with your loved ones from anywhere they are, or do they have to be near or at your place of death or where you are buried?
Bump.
Fine. Listen to
Just incredibly.
All right, one last time. If your loved ones want to communicate with you, do they have to be near where you're buried or where you died, or can you communicate with them from anywhere in the world? Don't have to. I heard don't have to at the end there. So, all right. So with that, we're above our time, what I'd like to allocate our time here. To keep the video short, I want to keep them somewhere around 20 minutes. We've gone over a few minutes on this. So I would like to thank all the spirits who have come out to St. Patty's number 2. No, take that back, St. Patty's number 1. And like to thank all you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Please support the channel the best that you can. And we'll get to more videos as the time goes on. And I hope you enjoyed listening to what the spirits had to say today. I thought there was a couple really interesting things that come through. And of course, more will come through as I listen to it. But like I always say, you didn't come here. You're not watching this channel to hear what I have to say. You're watching this channel to hear what spirits like old Patrick here has to say. Because if you're here to listen to me, you're here for the wrong reason. I'm just here to bring you what they want to tell us. So with that, we'll end this video here today, and I'll see you on the next one.